In this video, I am going to share with you my $1 workaround fix for the Samsung washer DC error code. A quick disclaimer, I am not a professional appliance repair person. The information here is not intended as a permanent fix. It is only intended to be a temporary workaround until you find a more permanent solution. The DC error code is one of the most frustrating and aggravating codes that comes up on a Samsung washer. The DC error code comes up when you have a heavy load of clothes during spin mode when the washer is trying to squeeze the water out of your wash through spinning. However, if you have a heavy load such as towels, the washer goes into an unbalanced spin from the soaked towels and causes the spin drum to bounce around like the washer is going to fall apart. And then you get the annoying DC error code. When you try to reset in spin mode, it starts out as a spin, but the washer then kicks into rinse mode, then spin, then the DC error code again. This vicious cycle continues until you stop it. Constantly removing clothes in hopes that you avoid a DC error code is hit or miss and defeats the purpose of using a washer if you have to constantly intervene. The Samsung DC error code problem is widespread and goes back to at least 2015, where users started uploading YouTube videos discussing the problem and their creative fixes. We bought our Samsung washer in 2013, so I know the problem goes back many years throughout many Samsung washer models. There are many complaints online regarding Samsung washer DC error codes. What I'm going to provide you is certainly not a permanent fix-it or permanent repair. That much I know. However, I think you might appreciate the simplicity of it. My workaround to the DC error code was inspired by another video where the woman used a pillow as a workaround to stop the spin drum from bouncing so much. However, I read in the comments someone using a swim noodle as an alternative to the pillow idea, and that idea stuck with me. It was only yesterday that we were able to get a couple of swim noodles to try the idea out. Yesterday, I asked my better half to pick up a swim noodle before she came home. She stopped by a Walmart and ended up getting 2 swim noodles. I didn't know what the price was, and she told me that it was 97 cents a piece. And because it was so inexpensive, she decided to get 2 just in case I needed a backup. When she got home, I promptly took one of the swim noodles and went to work. As you can see from my photos, I inserted the swim noodle in the area between the washer frame and the spin drum. Now I had to adjust the noodle a few times to make sure that the swim noodle didn't fall into the back area. If you don't put the swim noodle out front and brace it against the washer frame, the swim noodle will go out of place. Now I've tried to provide different angles for you to see so that you can adjust the swim noodle as needed in your situation. Again, the whole objective is to keep the swim noodle in place. You don't want the swim noodle to fall out of place, because if it falls in the back, you're going to run into the DC error code again. So how did it work out for us? Well, again, this is not a permanent fix. In our first wash, the swim noodle did move a little bit out of place. However, overall, it worked great. As of this video, I haven't run into this problem yet, but there may come a time where I may have to take more aggressive measures to secure the swim noodle, such as placing some tape to hold it more firmly in place. But for now, the swim noodle seems to be holding up okay. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. And while you're at it, take a look at these other videos I've recommended for you, and I will see you in my next video.